Beth doesn't run paranormal tours. She runs all-in spirited events. Let me explain. Hey guys, just thought I'd drop in to wish you all a very merry and safe Christmas and to give you a little bit of an update on the all-in spirited events. We've had a couple of great events this year. The last couple were catered ones for special events, and the last one was a Christmas one which we had fully catered for, and we sort of did up the convent a little bit in different areas, made it a little bit more Christmassy, and boy did that bring the spirit out. That was fantastic. They loved it, absolutely loved it. The guests loved it. Everybody had a ball of a time. At All In Spirited events, we are very inclusive of all abilities. That's what it's all about. I mean, even if you've got a wheelchair, we'll pick up the wheelchair and we'll drag you in, and we'll pop you in the wheelchair, and we'll make sure you've got a nice safe spaces for you to investigate. And if you've got any special quirks, ADHDs or any other syndromes or whatever, we have a full team that is disability experienced and medically experienced as well as spiritually and paranormally experienced. The team is an awesome one. We have a historian and a person who knows all the spirit backwards, knows every one of them. We've got Beth, who's an excellent medium and spirit communicator. She's probably one of the best in the country. We have an awesome medium with us, Gwen, who's does things his own way, but he's fantastic with spirit. And not forgetting a couple of very special team members who bring in some interesting interactions, especially with the children in spirit there. Cobber, and Miss Buns. And myself, I've been in the paranormal field for 50 odd years, and we have Michelle, who's a whiz on the spirit boxes and is great with people and teaching people how to use some of the equipment in a right way, not a wrong way. Whereas some paranormal teams tend to not look out for the EMF signals and could get false readings. We tend to be very careful with how we do things so that we get the correct stuff, we get the real stuff. And our capabilities for the team is just sensational. And you know, as I said, we cater for all abilities, and that's what makes us different, whereas a lot of teams don't. We have a lot of fun doing it, so do the guests, of course, and we do things in a very, very respectful manner, because being a convent, there are some places, like for instance chapel, where you've got to have a little bit of respect there. So we don't do any paranormal work in there. You've got to respect spirit, because spirit are people too, and that's one thing that we do as well. We educate people in the paranormal, we educate in the spiritual, and we ensure that the place is a very safe place. We tend to go there the day before and we clear out anything that is negative, because unfortunately there are tour operators and people who come to the convent that tend to have spirit attachments because they are not spiritually educated, don't really know what they're doing, and they tend to leave some negative energies around. So we'll clear out everything, make sure that the place is a safe place. We'll teach groundings to the guests. We'll teach you know, how to protect yourself to the guests. We do so much educating in All In Spirited throughout our events, and the guests have a ball of a time. We've got 5 more events, I think, planned for next year. The next one will be catered again, so it'll be a little bit more up in price than the normal standard paranormal overnight stay thing. But it is a special event because there will be 4 people having birthdays. So we'll be celebrating some birthdays at the same time. So we'll be having a little bit of a party, coaxing out some of the spirit with the party atmosphere as well. And as we've seen during the last couple of events, having a little bit of catering and a little bit of a party going on has been fantastic to coax out some of the spirit, and the guests have had some awesome experiences seeing full-bodied apparitions, hearing kids running around and playing around, having communication with the kids and the nuns, and yeah, and also seeing a lot of shadow figures wandering around happily through the convent. It's a lovely atmosphere, a brilliant place. And as usual, we bring in Beth's spirited dolls, and the kids love that as well. And the guests love them as well. I mean, sometimes they're walking off with the spirited dolls and taking them up to their rooms. They're having a great time. All in Spirit events is for, as I said, all abilities and all sorts of quirks, and you know, it doesn't matter what sort of problem you have. We have staff there that are experienced in the medical field, the spiritual field, the paranormal field, and also the disability field. So we cater for everything and ensure that everybody has a great time. And last event, we actually had a 96-year-old lady paranormal enthusiast. She came along and she had trouble with the stairs, so we catered for her downstairs, made sure that she had a room downstairs. And she attempted the stairs quite a few times, but you know, she had a ball of a time, and she was the most loveliest person, always smiling, always laughing, and she had a great time. And that's what makes all in-spirited events different, because we cater for those who have all sorts of ability needs. The events at the convent will be worked on, you know, a couple of month basis. You know, we don't do them every week, but the main thing is all in spirit events. Everybody has a brilliant time. Beth even does some mirror scrying and some very odd things for the public as well, and the spirit just love it. The spirit love it. We get a lot of communication. As I said before, we get a lot of kids voices, and you hear them running around through the convent. We get the full-bodied apparitions. We get shadow figures walking through the convents during the night time, and even the daytime. And it's a very active place. It's fantastic. Beth is an extraordinary medium, spirit communicator, and she has this magical way of not coaxing out the spirit, but sort of just has this magical rapport with the spirit, and they love communicating with her and the team. The next event is actually I think it's a triple or a quadruple birthday party thing, so we will cater that one. And also on a Sunday, we also provide, there will be 3 readers that will offer their services if you'd like to have a reading. There'll be some healings on offer as well, and also past life regression. So we offer quite a lot. And our big thing too is education and the lessening of fear of spirit, because spirit are people too, and you find that all the energies at the convent are very, very beautiful. Some of the kids are cheeky, so you'll have a lot of fun interactions with them as well. And they're just people. They're just people like you and I. We're very respectful of the venues that we attend, and we're respectful of the spirit, because they are spirit are people too, and we educate that very, very strongly. So the people that come along have a ball of a time. There's no negative energies whatsoever. We ensure of that, and everybody learns so much at our events in all sorts of ways, from the spiritual to the paranormal to, you know, what spirit is. We educate about spirit, how to communicate with spirit, and how to have the best time at events. I'm very proud of Beth. She has stepped up to create such fantastic events, and people are constantly putting their hand up to come along to the next event. The guests keep putting their hands up and asking when's the next one. Yeah, so jump on to the All In Spirited events page. Keep an eye out because places go very, very, very quick. In fact, the last event that we had was booked out within a week. And our next event is in March and it's already half booked. So there you go, you've got to be quick. Just watch out for those events. Next year we've got 5 events back at the convent planned, and we've also got a couple of offers of different places that we're going to look into. Next year, All in Spirit events will be at the Goth Festival once again, where Beth will be holding a huge exhibition with her haunted dolls. She's showing them as an exhibition type of thing for the public there, which last year we did the same thing and we had a great time there and the public loved it. All right, from Beth and I and the All In Spirited team, which is Kylie at the convents, Michelle, Gwen, and Beth and myself, we wish you all a very, very safe and happy Christmas. And we hope to see you in the new year. Cheers.